कोडिंग डिकोडिंग में दिखाई दे रहे होंगे 5 टाइप, है ना। टाइप 1 2 3 4 5, है ना। देखें ध्यान से। टाइप 1 क्या है? लेटर और अल्फाबेट कोडिंग। लेटर और अल्फाबेट कोडिंग। सो लेटर अल्फाबेट मतलब सीधी सी बात है, ए से लेके जेड तक जो जानते हैं उन्हीं को लेटर अल्फाबेट बोलते हैं। इन्हीं को कोड भाषा में चेंज करके लिख दिया जाएगा। डन। तो सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि इनकी कोडिंग को डिकोड करने के लिए इनकी पोजीशन याद होनी चाहिए, जो बार बार हम देख रहे हैं ऐसे याद रखी जाती है। इजॉटी, इजॉटी याद है, कुछ और याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, किसी की पोजीशन याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है। क्या बोलता है इजॉटी? दिस इज द 5th लेटर, दिस वन इज द 10th, 15th, 20, 25। बाकी सबकी पोजीशंस इनके रेफरेंस में निकाल दी जाएंगी। क्लियर? So all you have to do is to remember the position of these 5 particular letters, 5, 10, 15, 25, 20. In short, you can call them as ijotti. Clear? So this will help you to find the forward position of an alphabet. If A is 1, B is 2, then the positions can be obtained through these numbers. If you want to see the backward position of an alphabet, so backward position is found by 27 minus the forward position. Clear? To find the backward position, which means Z is to be considered as 1, Y to be considered as 2, X to be considered as 3. Those positions can be obtained by the formula given below. Backward position is equal to 27 minus the forward position. So if someone asks you what is the forward position of P, first of all, the forward position of P, what is it going to be? The forward position of P is 16, O 15, P 16. Now if they ask you what is the backward position of P, so to find that you have to subtract the forward position from 27. 27 minus 16 means 11. Clear? So this is how you have to solve the questions from this part. One more type can be seen where total number of alphabets are 26. So the only numbers in which you can factorize 26 is factorizing 26. The only two numbers are 2 and 13. 26 can only be written as 13 into 2. The other option is 26 into 1, which is generally observed. 26 into 1 तो एक ही लाइन में 26 लेटर लिखने के बराबर है। 2 into 13 एक ऑप्शन जनरेट करता है। What does it say? That you can divide the alphabets in 2 parts. In first part, you will have A up to M. 13 letters in the first, next 13 in the second part. So through this concept, A becomes opposite of N. Clear? B becomes opposite of O, C becomes opposite of P, and so on. So this can also be done in some questions. 13 to other 13. Clear? I'll tell you the examples of all three. First of all, if they are giving you a question with the help of forward position only, where you have to use the forward position, the question will be looking like, if someone writes mango as OCPIQ, then how will you write guava in the same language? In a certain language, mango is written as OCPIQ. So how will you write guava in that language? What is happening here? We are doing +2 for all the letters here. M becomes O. M, N, O. Here, A, B, C, N, O, P, skipping one letter and taking the next one. G, H, I, O, P, Q. Clear? So the coding can be considered as +2. In terms of position, you are adding 2. to all the letters. So first type. We can also make it like, in this case, they have added 2 to all the letters. Another example can be where they are adding, just observe what is happening here. Mango is written as N, C, Q, K, T. Now, how will you write guava in that language? Not that way. It's just happening as +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. M plus 1, N. A plus 2, C. N plus 3, Q. N 14, Q 17. G 7, K 11 plus 4. And then O 15, T 20 plus 5. So anything can be done, right? You have to practice the questions, then you will find how many type of patterns can be made. They can either add a same number to all the letters, they can add different numbers to different letters. Anything can happen. So practicing will tell you how to handle these questions. Now some questions using the backward position. So let's take the same example. If they write mango as N Z M T L. So what is happening over here? Now these are the opposites of these alphabets. Forward position and backward position. Clear? If you are stuck in some question, it's better to write the position of the alphabet. M is 13, A is 1, N is 14, G is 7, O is 15. Okay. Now when you see here, this is 14, this is directly 26, this is 13, this one is 20, this one is 12. So when you see the sum of first and first letter, it is 27, which means they are opposite to each other. Look at this formula again. The forward position and the backward position when added, if this forward position is brought on the left hand side, it becomes positive. Forward plus backward gives 27. Which means they are the pair of forward and backward. M13, N14 opposite of each other. A1, Z26 opposite. N14, then M13, which means M and N are opposite to each other. Similarly, like A and Z, B and Y. Clear? So there are pair of letters which are opposite to each other. So any word can be given, guava, apple, whatever, doesn't matter. So you have to use the backward position for this case. So the second type. Second type has no other rule, just the one backward position only. No other changes will be made. If they make some changes, you have to look for the questions of that type. Which means they can flip the positions also. Like, let me tell you one more example to that. Mango is there. Just remember the code NZMTL. NZMTL. They can also create a question looking like this. What happened here? They have flipped the positions also. First of all, they have taken the backward position, means the opposite letters, and then they have written that those letters in opposite order also. Here, M's opposite is written in the last place. Here, A's opposite is written on the second last. Second letter is at second last, third at third last, fourth at fourth last, fifth at fifth last, or the beginning. So these are the type of varieties they can do, create with the question. And that is why you have to look for different type of questions from different sources. So type 1 is almost over. Let's take one more example of this type. When the 26 letters are divided in two groups of 13 each. So let's take the same example. Mango being written as, let's see, Z N A T again and B. ZNATB. What is going to be the code now? So what is happening over here? This one will definitely be made clear with the help of positions only. 14, 7 and 15. Now when you look here, this one is 26. This being 14, this being 1, this being 20 and this being 2. So 13 is replaced by 26, a gap of 13. 1 replaced by 14, a gap of 13. 14 replaced by 1, a gap of 13. 7 replaced by 20, a gap of 13. 15 replaced by 2, a gap of 13. So this question is using the concept which has been discussed here, because in this case definitely 1 will be replaced by 14, 2 will be replaced by 15 because there is a gap of 13 letters between them. So the third case will always say a gap of 13. If the number is from 1 to 13, हाँ ऑब्वियसली अभी तक ऐसा जनरली बहुत कम क्वेश्चन आए, अदरवाइज ये भी बहुत सॉलिड वो है कॉन्सेप्ट है ना. तो क्या देखा, whenever the letter is from 1 to 13 position, its opposite will be created by adding 13. Clear? If the number alphabet is from 1 to 13 range, its opposite is created by adding 13. If the number is from 14 to 26, its opposite is created by subtracting 13. Yeah. So M was 13 plus 13 will be done. 1 to 13 you have to add 13. 14 to 26 you have to subtract 13. So 1 again added, 14 subtracted. Yeah. Similarly 15 subtracted again. So this is what we call as letter or alphabet coding.